Welcome to this channel. My name is Nyame Boateng. In this video, I'll tell you 5 things I learned from Manchester City 1, Liverpool 1. Like this video, let's get started, guys. So, this game was really an exciting game to watch. Manchester City scored the first goal by the senior man, Alisson. First goal in the 27th minute. That sends him to like 50th goals in 47 matches for Manchester City in the EPL, and it tells you how good he is. And this is a milestone, an important record for him. And 50 goals in 47 EPL games tells you how good he is for Manchester City. And this record sends him 17 games better than every player because he scored 50 goals in 17 fewer games. I mean, all the players that have scored goals have scored 50, but his comes at very an early point, and it tells you how important he is for Manchester City. And the goal was equalized by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent Alexander-Arnold scored an equally fine finish, and Liverpool were really impressed with how he performed too, because it wasn't really bad for him. The game ended with Darwin Núñez having a dispute with Guardiola, and it remains for us to see. We don't really know what happened in the conversation with Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez is so unpredictable. There are games where Darwin Núñez is scoring bangers, scoring important goals. The difference between Erling Haaland and Darwin Núñez now in the EPL is Darwin Núñez unpredictability. Darwin Núñez has pace, he has power, he has poise, he's able to position himself very well. But his problem is he's so unpredictable. Darwin Núñez, how Darwin Núñez ended this game without a goal really beats my mind. I think he did very well in the game, but he should have ended the game with at least 1 goal. And that was the difference between Darwin Núñez and Erling Haaland in this game. At the end of the game, he went to Guardiola and they were exchanging Spanish words. The judging club was asked what was going on between Pep Guardiola and Darwin Núñez, and Klopp says he doesn't really understand Spanish, so he didn't know what was going on. But I'm asking Darwin Núñez, I think you're supposed to be calm. What you're supposed to be doing is scoring goals and not beefing Guardiola, especially when Guardiola has coached bigger and better players than you. No matter what happens, if you're a coach, you're supposed to give reverence. If you're a player, you're supposed to give reverence to your coach, especially when Guardiola is considered to be one of the best coaches in the world. And I don't know why he was beefing Guardiola at the point. Personally, I think it was a bit disrespectful from him. We need him to be scoring goals. Liverpool fans need him to be scoring goals, and we want to spark this debate, Erling Haaland and Darwin Núñez. But it looks like the debate ended even before it started, because Erling Haaland has scored 50 Premier League goals, and Darwin Núñez is here to score, I think, his 20th Premier League goal. I think he needs to really up his game. Talking about the game in detail, there's an argument about who was supposed to be the man of the match. Personally, I think it was supposed to be Jeremy Doku, but it ended up being Trent Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold, because he scored the decisive goal for Liverpool to clinch a point at the Etihad. Going to this game, Manchester City had played 23 games, and they hadn't even drawn. It was 23 straight wins at the Etihad, and Liverpool clinched the 1-1 draw by Trent Alexander-Arnold. And for me, he really was like not bad, but I think he didn't deserve the man of the match. The man of the match for this game was between Bernardo Silva and Jeremy Doku. Look at how electrifying Jeremy Doku was in the game. He beat Alexander-Arnold 7 times in this game in what was an important battle between the two of them. It was only because of Jeremy Doku's final passes, final touches that they didn't help him. But Jeremy Doku was really electrifying, beating people on the day, scoring, making sure he was a main man. I don't know why they gave the man of the match to Trent Alexander-Arnold, but the truth is Alexander-Arnold was doing a dual role, a hybrid role in the game, and was playing as a right back and as a midfielder in this game. And for me, scoring that important goal for Liverpool also makes him back. I think the man of the match was for Jeremy Doku. So Liverpool as a team has really improved, because in the last fixture against Manchester City at the Etihad, it ended up being 4-1 by Manchester City, and it was really a maul at Etihad 4-1 at the Etihad when it was 4-1 early this year. In this game, you can see that there are bits of improvement with the likes of Dominic Szoboszlai, with the likes of McAllister, with the likes of Wataru Endo, Gravenberch, Luis Diaz coming on, and you see the game and you know that Liverpool are really in for the title. Now the league leaders are Arsenal with 30 points, and Manchester City has 29, and Liverpool has 28. Liverpool are really an interesting side. I think they can go on to the final match day, and they can probably be title contenders when they have Thiago back and Bassett back in their food. Can't understand why Manchester City drew this game, because they drew against Chelsea 4-4, and they drew against Liverpool 1-1, and all these draws were coming from winning positions. These are points that Guardiola has to take, because the way this league is going, it's not easy as it was before. Even if those ones were not easy, but I think this one is going to be a very very difficult one. Even though he doesn't have Kevin De Bruyne, these are matches that are supposed to, make sure you don't concede, win the matches, and then take your 3 points and move. And Guardiola didn't take that 3 points. Liverpool did very well, and there was a very fair result for me, if you ask. Manchester City have very tough matches coming up. Their next Manchester City's next match will be against Spurs, and Spurs are struggling because Spurs has lost 3 on the bounce, and I don't know what will come in the game. And Spurs are very good. Even when Spurs are very bad, they try to do something against Manchester City, and after Spurs, City will play Aston Villa. So I was thinking this match was really an important match that City was supposed to take, but I don't know what happened. Guardiola says a draw is impressive for him. Klopp is also happy with the point that he had, and I think it was really a fair result in the end. Also, let's talk about Alisson. Alisson, for once, shocked me. How on earth was Alisson passing the ball to Phil Foden, making this? Alisson couldn't pass the ball against Manchester City. What happened? And at the point, he even passed the ball to Foden, and Foden kicked the ball back to him. If Manchester City were clinical in this game was going to be one. I'm telling you, because Alisson was so error-prone. Alisson was so nervous, and you ask yourself, what was it, Alisson or Ramsdale were watching? Alisson making these mistakes. Wow, that beats my mind. And Alisson made that costly error that led to the Manchester City goal. He kicked the ball, and the ball didn't go anywhere. Manchester City won game possession, passed the ball to Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake had the ball, passed to Erling Haaland, and it's a goal. Oh my God. Alisson had a really, really bad performance on the day, and I think people have to talk to him. And the battle between Alisson and Ederson being the battle between Alisson and Ederson being the best goalkeeper in the league. Personally, I think Ederson edges him now, because now Ederson is a very good passer of the ball, and now Ederson now saves the ball much better now than before. So Alisson has to improve. Alisson has to give us his best performance as we used to see him in the Premier League. So personally, I think Bernardo Silva is the most complete player in the EPL. Why am I saying that? Only one player called Bernardo Silva can play left back, play center midfield, play defensive midfield, play as a false number 9, play as a right winger, play as a left winger in one Manchester City team. It tells you how important he is for Pep Guardiola. And whoever watched this game will realize how good and how important he's one of the players that makes the glue tick for Manchester City. He was he's one of the bond for Manchester City. What an important player he was. And one of the phases where he sent Mohamed Salah back to Egypt, you have to say, wow, what an important player he is. He's also very key to Manchester City playing very well. Bernardo Silva has so much improved, and it beats my mind how people are not giving him the credit he deserves. He's really top notch. He's really an important player for Manchester City. Personally, I think Jeremy Doku was the man of the match in this game. It was an important game for Liverpool, important game for Manchester City. Moving into the next encounters, I expect Manchester City to win the game against Liverpool. I expect Manchester City to win the game against Aston Villa and win the game also against Spurs. Liverpool are also going to win a lot of matches too, and it's going to be an important fixture for both sides, guys. I think this league is going to be a 3-point league. We'll get to see who wins the league in May. Thank you for watching this video. I'll be giving you back-to-back football content on YouTube. The best is yet to come. Thanks.